Indigenous communities across Canada are once again at the centre of a national debate over equality and government accountability. The country's Auditor General says years of promises and billions of dollars in new funding have failed to deliver meaningful progress. Despite a near doubling of spending from $13 billion in 2019 to $24 billion in 2024 Indigenous services, Canada has not implemented more than half of the recommendations it was given. Essential programs remain inconsistent. Hundreds of First Nations still lack access to clean drinking water and reliable emergency response, a gap that continues to widen as climate disasters intensify. According to the National Observer, Ottawa's emergency readiness remains fragmented and reactive, leaving many remote communities vulnerable. Beyond funding, Indigenous populations are now facing deep social transitions. The Policy Options Institute reports that Indigenous fertility rates have fallen below replacement level for the first time, signaling the end of Canada's fastest-growing demographic. Researchers warn the decline will reshape rural economies, labour supply, and long-term community survival in northern and remote areas. In healthcare, more than 500 Indigenous patients in Saskatchewan have formally complained of discrimination or denial of access to essential medical services. At the same time, a separate CBC News investigation highlights the lasting trauma of forced sterilisation. A new report by the University of Ottawa and the Survivors' Circle for Reproductive Justice shows how survivors face renewed pain as they attempt pregnancy restoration procedures, both physically and psychologically. In British Columbia, the legacy of colonization remains vivid. 3 Indigenous land defenders who tried to block construction of the Coastal GasLink pipeline were spared jail time. The judge cited serious abuses by police and acknowledged Canada's colonial past when handing down conditional sentences, a rare recognition of Indigenous resistance in the courts. Ontario's First Nations are still waiting for billions in delayed child welfare funding money meant to help Indigenous communities manage their own programs and keep children closer to their culture and families. Leaders warn the delay, now under review by the Human Rights Tribunal, is another example of federal promises lost in bureaucracy.